Morning. It is 6:16 in the a.m. on Wednesday, March 5th, and I am back at work. So, woot woot. It's a little warm in my little hut here, simply because I turned the heater on and I need to turn it off. So, let me do that. All right, so that's good. And so, hi, I'm Beth, and this is my box. I'm at work, doing the work thing. It's my Monday, and it's everybody else's Wednesday. So, yay! I did accomplish some more painting yesterday, and Saturday, I did get to the point where I applied some green. So, if I got to the green part, that means that I'm more than halfway done. So that part's good. Anyway, today I guess I want to talk more or less about my mom. She is a dumpian, but not like the maga dumpians. She's on that Christian evangelical side of dumpians. It's tragic because her belief is she will be happier in a certain regard when she dies. She's looking forward to the time when she dies so that she can meet the Lord. She can go up and meet the Lord. So everything that her mentality, as far as I can figure, because, I can be mistaken. It happens. Happens to the best of us sometimes. But because she's so ready to not admit she was wrong in voting for that jerkwad who lied to her and has brainwashed her because she listens to those TV evangelicals. It's a whole thing. She's also 80 years old and was brought up in the generations where women should be subservient to men. So it kind of makes sense that I'm completely the opposite. When people have kids, you don't understand that the kids will take your worst or best attribute and do it better than you ever did, than you ever even thought of. So, yeah, my way of thinking is I am not subservient to any kind of man because F that. So anyway, in this tragedy of my mom having this delusion that life will be better when she dies because then she'll be with the Lord, it's hard for her to see all the travesties that this ignorant con man that is in office because he cheated is doing to our country. And me being who I am is pretty much, well, F that. I'm going to do what I got to do to take care of me. Well, because I live with my mom, it's very difficult for me to try and combat that ignorant asshole's messing around with my way of existing. It's hard for me to make plans so I don't get as affected by him and his stupidity. Let's put it this way. Okay, I'm losing my train of thought. Basically, I had in the back of my mind that it would be a good idea to get a big freezer, because if you get a big freezer, then you can start buying things and stacking it away like an ant would to make sure that you have food and things that you like for future time frames, because this MFR is going to mess up everything and things are already outrageously expensive. So it's just going to get worse. Okay? So I thought if we had a freezer, we could freeze like chicken, because I eat chicken a lot. Put that in the freezer when there's a good sale on chicken so that you could stock up, because this guy's going to make it extraordinarily difficult to be able to afford much of anything. Now, I'm in a particular position where my financial situation is a whole lot better than other people's financial situation, okay? Because I do live with my mom in the house that she bought when I got pregnant with my son. So the house has been owned by her for 35 years, because that's how old my son is, which is awesome, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that or anything like that. The problems that come in is that I had an opportunity, and still kind of have that same opportunity, to get a free standing freezer, but she doesn't want to get the freezer because she already got rid of a freezer. What she lacks to comprehend is the fact that she's 80 and I'm 60, basically. So I'm trying to look ahead towards my future and what I can do to help me survive this maniac that is in office. But because the house is hers, I can't do but so much to prepare for what this asshole's going to do, because she thinks everything is fine and everything is hunky-dory and it's okay if we die because then we'll meet the Lord. Which to me is a way of spitting in God's face. He gives you the gift of life and all you want to do is wait to die. This is not a normal conversation she has on a regular basis. But because of her prescription of following the Lord, according to her TV evangelical people, she's more excited about meeting the Lord when she dies than to actually live and prepare for the shit that this maniac is going to bring upon our country. So it's difficult for me because I'm trying to balance not being disrespectful to this 80-year-old lady while trying to prepare to protect myself against another 80-year-old insane asylum man. It's like, I'm like stuck because I don't want to disrespect her because that's how I was raised. But at the same time, the person who raised me is the reason that I have these thoughts to begin with. What I'd really like to do, what would be awesome for me just to get out of it, is just to save up my money and just buy a camper. Not a big ass camper that's all luxurious and stuff, because that's like driving a bus. I don't want to drive a bus. The little ones that I think are Class C, I'm good with that size. I'd like to have that and just go exploring Virginia and do videos of Virginia and letting you know little snippets of history in regards to Virginia. So perhaps I'll get there, but I'm not there yet. And I'll have to bide my time. In the meantime, I'm just here trying to, the human part of me. The human part of me struggles with the aspect of balancing my unhappiness with my living situation, with realizing that I'm in a luxurious kind of situation. It does nothing for me emotionally, mentally, but having a place to go is better than not having a place to go. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. I will say that I did go to the dentist. Well, that first dentist appointment that I told you all I had, that was just for a cleaning. So I set up for the next week to come in and get some of my fillings done. I didn't realize at the time that she was planning on doing this side, which was the same side as the crown. But I generally, because my teeth are so effed up, that I don't chew on that side. I chew on this side. And because I chew on this side, there's a lot of wear and tear that's been happening over there because I don't do it on this side. So anyway, she was about to start doing some fill-ins on this side, and I was like, no, can you do this side? Because there's a tooth back there that's going to turn into a crown soon if I don't get it covered up now. So she did it, and I thought she was only doing one tooth, and I actually thought she was doing the tooth on the top, not the tooth on the bottom. But come to find out, she did 4 fillings at one time, which is good because now it's done. So she did the top and the lower and the teeth that were right next to it because I kept getting food stuck in between those teeth. So my next appointment is about a month away, and it'll be 4 more fillings on this side. So at least on that side I don't chew, so now I'm over the hardness of it, just because the first couple of days is always hard after you get a bunch of fill-ins done. But anyway, as far as that's concerned, I have progressed on that. As far as my mom, she just from my interpretation of what the Lord's message is, it's not what she thinks it is. And there is nothing I can do to change her mind about that. She's set in her ways now. Women should bow down to men. And no, that's wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. A woman shouldn't bow down to a man, and a man shouldn't bow down to a woman. We should be on equal playing grounds. And just because your parts and pieces are on the outside doesn't make you better than me. Because what that does is that means you're more outward looking, whereas women are more inward looking, because our parts and pieces are more on the inside than on the outside. Anyway. So yeah, that would be my ultimate goal or dream at this point, is just to get a camper and get the hell out that house. Then I can get my own dog and snuggle up to my own dog, and I can find it. I can have a sanctuary for myself again and not worry if I drink a beer that it's going to offend the person that I live with or get the side eye from. You can't relax in a house that you can't even drink a beer in without getting the side eye. And even if I don't get the side eye, you just know, it just oozes. It's a thing. It is a thing. I was the black sheep of my family for the longest time. And then one of my stepbrothers came out as being gay, and he kind of took over the whole black sheep of the family. And then that's gone down. So now they've become comfortable with accepting it, even though they think he lives in sin. Anyway, I'm just another day. Just thought I would let you know what's going on in my little world. Anyway, that's good enough for now, people. Peace out. Take care of yourselves, because that's all we got. Remember to watch Larry Daniels' Favors, Pissed Off Bartender, and Sons of Liberty. And also, Jessica Denson is also a good one. Lights On. She's been fighting for that 14th Amendment Section 3 since the get, which is so true. Anyway, y'all take care of each other, because that's all we got, all right? Peace out.